Okay, this egg is going to hatch any second. And I just realized something while I'm sitting here waiting for it to hatch. The last time I had resources sitting on this, right? And I opened it up, they just vanished into space, right? And we weren't able to go get them. And I fear that's going to happen here too. Which is something I don't really want to have happen. So instead, I'm going to do this. This is going to prevent them from getting onto the ship. We're going to open just this row. And then they won't be able to get out. If there are, in fact, crawlers in here, they won't be able to get out. Then I'm going to get... now, Spyus, you have an energy rifle. Cool. We're going to go ahead and take control and bring you over here. Deep, you're damaged. Oh, you got to replace your optics, man. We got lots of optics. We can replace that. But before we do that, let me just see your equipment. You got the energy rifle too. I'm going to get you over here too. So you two are going to get over here, and your job, as you probably have guessed, is to open this door and shoot whatever the hell is here. If it's a crawler. If it's not a crawler, then fine, but this is how we're going to protect ourselves. Should be hatching any second now. We just arrived at the signal, so we'll go ahead and do that in a second. All right, the eggs hatched something. It just says goo. Phosphorescent residue. Pulsates with life on its own. Could be used for research. Okay, cool. So we will go ahead and close these up. Okay, I actually don't like this anymore. I'm going to change it. Because it's too damn dark in there now. I can't see anything. And then obviously you have the whole thing where it's... like you can't even open up all the floor. Like if it's a really dangerous thing and I really want to space it, then fine, I can. But I would rather have at least some light in there. So maybe we'll do this. Maybe I'll take this out. I'll just put one light in there. I just need one light. I think I'll be fine with it. We'll go reinforce lit light right here. We'll go reinforce at that spot. Yeah, and they're gonna go take the goo out. There we go. We'll just go ahead and put that there, and we'll have that be a thing. Okay, you can go ahead and do your own thing now, guys. Thanks for the help. Appreciate you. Now, Dog, you might remember that Dog was able to go all out in space and stuff and do crazy things. Well, it turns out Dog actually had a jet before, and I don't have another mini jet, unfortunately. So Dog was incapacitated. He couldn't move after this fight. I was able to equip him with some mini tracks, so he can go around the base. He can go around the ship now and do all the things he's supposed to do, but he won't be flying anymore. So no longer a flying dog, unfortunately. Ooh, it looks like Gaston got himself fixed. Hey, where is he? Where's Gaston? Gaston, there he is. No one carries microchips like Gaston. There he is. So I obviously I've renamed him. He's not actually Gaston, but not the old Gaston, the new and improved Gaston. There he is. Yeah. Got the cells in there, optics, all the things. Very good. I am surprised, to say the least, that I have not needed more RAM. Like, I've got all these bots going all over the place, and I don't need any more RAM yet. I'm a little bit shocked by that. Because I've had RAM unlocked as research for quite a while, and I just isn't a need for it. You know, very weird. Anyway, clone crawler. And then finally, we just need to get down to clone egg. And then we'll be able to, I believe, make our own eggs. We'll have to open them up in a secure area, right? That kind of thing. I am curious, if I get the egg and I bring it into, you know, the nutrient extractor, do we get the shells? Or do we lose the shells? That's the thing I don't know. I would really like to know that. Let's not do this and go back to making alien datoids again. As many as we can. We'll be using the goo and the eggshells, however many we have, to make that happen. I suppose there's really no harm in leaving the floor like this, though, right? I mean, the only thing that was bad about it is that I couldn't see. But now I can. All right, we'll put the light there. And I can see now. I can make it like a different... make it like a green color or something, you know? Make it real nice and green in there or something. But I can see now. So there's really no problem with leaving the floor like that, I guess. It's extra connections, but it's kind of like I have a lot of CPU anyway. I don't really think it matters. All right, this signal that we just arrived at, let's go ahead and respond to it. Stranded engineer contacts you pleading for $24,000 to repair their transport, and in return, they offer a unique piece of technology with untold abilities, but refuse to elaborate until the funds are transferred. It's probably a C4. You have fulfilled the request. Okay. Oh my god, they're giving me 158 petroleum. Okay. Suggested that your decision-making prowess must have been forged in the fires of the most challenging conundrums. Okay. Sure, buddy. Hey, look, there's a soil deposit. That's interesting. We might need some soil. Why don't we go send some people, send some bots out to get some soil? On that note, I might want to increase what I'm farming to. I don't know. Let's see. How much bread do we have? Yeah, we're up to 105 bread, so lots of bread, lots of soy burgers. There's 44 survival meals left, and like thousands of resources. I'm feeling pretty good, other than this whole eggshell thing and not getting alien datoids. We need to launch an expedition down here too, so let's send. Yeah, we'll just send this crew. That's fine. So they'll go down and get us that stuff. Poof, off we go. And they're trying to respond. All right, unknown thing again. 14% chance of failure. Let's take the risk. 14% is pretty small. There's a storage capsule in here. We know what to do with that. Relocate that right over here. Because when we open it up and it's a bomb, well, that's, yep. We want to make sure that's way away from us. A sign. And it has a drone in it. Dumbo Dog. Dumbo Dog. Really? Wow. Dumbo Dog is the name of this one. And apparently he's a friend. I don't know if I mean, he's green named, so he must be a friend. You know? I feel like, yeah, I guess we're gonna rescue him. Bring him to a repair place, right? He's got multi-tools, mini core. Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. Let's get him on the repair table. Apparently he's a friend, so all right. Cool, another bot. I've been upgrading, I've been expanding my storage and stuff this entire time too. And so this entire room now, all the storage drives are the upgraded ones. I don't have all of them with actual upgrades installed, like the disk compression modules. Not all of them have full, upgrades yet. I was working on that. I got to kind of do this. I don't know if I really need to do it one at a time. I think I can select all of them and then hit install. Yeah. So I just haven't been doing that, but I could do that. I could do this and say install. I think I have quite a few of those disk compression upgrades, so we can probably do that. And then the CPU modules, I just keep building copies and overwriting the small ones for that as well. So I just kind of keep doing that. And I think having this whole row here be the 2 terahertz ones is probably going to be good enough forever. And then so this was going to be RAM, but it doesn't look like it's going to be needed. So I may put the GPUs in here instead. And then just leave all this be in the storage with all the disk compression stuff. So we'll see. All right, then. Well, we did all the things. We just need our shuttle to come back. They're trying to get soil for us. A little bit of extra soil. We only have 105 of it, so a little bit of extra soil to grow things can't hurt. I might want to actually continue growing things. Maybe get some more going on over here. Or just, like, start the expansion, right? Start building things out. Yeah. Probably a good idea to start building things out. We still have 109 enriched uranium, and I'm betting you we have still well over 1,000 uranium. Oh yeah, 1904. God, we have nuclear power forever. I think we're fine forever on nuclear power. Okay, let's bring the shuttle back. I don't need a full load or anything here, so we'll call them back, and we're gonna take off again. We're gonna take off, exit the planet. You know, come to think of it, maybe we do need more RAM. I mean, it's not really telling me this, but I am noticing that quite a few of my bots are just sort of sitting around doing nothing, even though there are some things to do. Like construction bots sitting around doing nothing when there's walls and stuff to build. Now, there may not be anything to do at this exact moment, but a lot of these guys do actually sit around when there are things to move. So I'm wondering if there's maybe a RAM requirement without actually telling me, you know? So here's what I want to do. I'm going to take out 2 of these CPU modules right here. I'm going to go into the research tree. I just went ahead and unlocked the clone egg thing, so we can start doing that now. But I wanted to come over and get the improved memory module here. Necessary for increasing the number of concurrent active tasks. I'm thinking that maybe we are hitting our RAM limit, and that's the reason why those bots are just sitting around doing nothing. It doesn't actually tell me that though, so I'm not sure. But tell you what, we'll add 3 memory modules right here. That'll greatly increase the amount of RAM that we have. Because our ship computer, you remember. Oh, all right. Somebody's waking up. That hasn't happened in forever. Tucker the dog, dude. We need a pet. I think we need a pet. I don't know if we need an always hungry psychopath police dog. I'm not sure if that's something we need. But I think we need a pet. Dude. They're thrilled when they see dead bodies. Always hungry. Better put a lock on the fridge because they're being raided often. Wow. Police dog, pet. Social. I mean, like, his socials are already negative too. Not a good dog. Tucker's not a good dog to wake up. Psychopath. Norby, maybe. They like firefighting. They love firefighting, but mostly they also like to shoot. So yeah. Also, somebody else pointed this out. I've always known about the favorite color thing, but I never really put the 2 things together, and maybe that's just because I don't know, not observant. I don't know, but apparently if they're wearing their favorite color, they're in a better mood. Now, I haven't been managing their clothes for the most part. I have done a couple of people's clothes. I've told some people to wear certain clothes, but for the most part, I'm letting them manage their own clothes. And you'll see that Norby, even though their favorite color is white, they went out and they grabbed a yellow spacesuit, right? So like they're managing their own stuff. If I was to equip clothing, oh, they won't obey my orders anyway. Well, there you go. Maybe we should look into, the Asimov thing. All right, we have more RAM now. Now, whether or not that'll get all of the bots moving all the time, it kind of looks like it. They're all moving around now all the same time. So maybe that was it. Or maybe there's just things to do now and there wasn't things to do before. I don't know. But it's starting to feel like, maybe that's something. So with extra RAM being online, yeah, that's good. Now, disk compression upgrades. I've been wanting to get all these things upgraded, and we don't have any more, which is why it's not doing that. So I'm going to swap this thing off of the energy efficiency upgrades, because apparently we have 80 of them now. Yikes. And we're going to go ahead and make 40 of these disk compression modules instead on that crafting bench. Okay. I also went ahead and I made this wall right here, because eventually this is going to be indoors and we're going to be using this area. So this is going to go up anyway. But I figured in the event of micrometeorites, this will at least, hit there instead of hitting all my equipment right here, right? And then same thing on this side. I did the same thing. I just decided I was going to build it now. So, but yeah, I did. This stuff needs to be outside, so whatever. So there was a signal here. It's nothing really important, no big deal. And I'm going to continue looking for answers. But before we get into that, let's take a look at this cloning thing. Cloning pod. Now, I think maybe the cloning pod should be in here. I'm gonna kind of double back on what I was doing earlier. Like I don't know if I like this floor being this way anymore. Right? I think I wanted this floor to be normal again. I don't think I like it. I don't know. Like I tried it out. It was like, okay, that's cool, but it's not, it's just, that's just not. We're going to do a regular old reinforced floor in here instead. And I'm going to choose I don't know what design of floor. It doesn't matter. This one right here. We're gonna get... Look at these guys, man. They're just all doing things at the same time now. I'm pretty sure it was a RAM issue, man, because that's the fastest I've seen people react in a very long time. If it's not a RAM issue because of that, then, you know, it's just coincidence, which is fine. I'm all right with coincidences there, but it just feels like these guys are reacting a lot faster than they used to get stuff done. So I'm thinking maybe that was the case, but there was no indication visually, as far as I could tell, that was showing me my RAM usage. So, all right. So let's assume that this is now our cloning chambers. Okay. We can go ahead and get rid of this little area right here. Just open this up a little bit more, and we'll plop a cloning chamber right here. Okay. We'll plop the cloning machine right here. So let's go production, cloning pod, and let's move it like that. Okay. And maybe we could put it on the other side just so we can put 2 of them in here. Maybe we want 2 clones. No, maybe we want to do it twice. Still a green area, still green light. I'm fine with that. But we're going to just see what we can do there, man. It's still a secure area, right? Just like separate from everything. And if something does go bad, we vent the oxygen in the room, right? This is a vent. It's pushing oxygen in here right now. We should see... Wrong button. We should see oxygen flowing in here. It's not great yet, but we should see it. And the temperature's going up, right? So this is going to be inhabitable soon. It's fine. It's just going to take a while. But, well, see? That's why. Close this and open this. Yep. All right, well, we also had the firefighting cannon, which is great, too. Look at everybody getting in on this. Oh, my gosh. Everybody's here now. Everybody's just here fighting this fire. That thing just reignited. Wow. Look at it go. It just keeps... Yeah, it just keeps starting up. Okay, you done now? Jeez. All right. Guess. So that happened. Great. I want to get that sorted out. So let's redo this. Maybe while you guys are in the area, we'll connect it to power again just to see. Okay, no short circuits. Now what I want here is I want that unidentified object, 150 kilowatts, but I get the egg, and that's what I'm looking for. I want to clone this egg. All right, if I can get the egg, then hopefully that means I can get more of that goo. And if I can get more of the goo, and it's still, just the egg shells is what I'm really looking for, right? So let's go ahead and close that, open that. And we start once more trying to get this place to be safe. But I'll have to move. I won't be able to get to this. Yeah, I can't reach that because the machine's in the way. I don't think it's leaking. It's going to run into this wall anyway. So it's not really leaking oxygen out of the room. Yeah, it's fine. Plus, if there's no oxygen in there, it's an egg. We're making an egg. Whatever, you know. It says it takes 150 or so kilowatts. So I think we'll maybe put some energy efficiency upgrades in these. They'll take a while. Okay. So I don't know how smart it is doing all this really close to the nuclear reactors, but that's what we're going to do. I feel like it's in a fairly safe environment there. Fairly secure area there. One thing I could do to maybe make this just a little bit better would be to just put it outside. And another thing I could do to make it better is to put it outside and then put a cannon in front of it so that, you know, if it pops out and it hatches and it's a crawler, it just gets blasted and we move on from there, right? Like, that's something we could maybe look at in the future if it becomes a problem. But we're only cloning the egg. I don't know whether if that means we're going to be making crawlers that will, you know, want to kill us. I don't know. Let's get this empty core right here. We'll put that inside this cleaning bot so we can get a third cleaning bot. So we don't really have... I mean, there's a few places here where it's dirty again, you know? You got little tiny marks here on the floor, right? So another cleaning bot could be a useful thing. Alpha Steel's also still damaged. He needs an eye. Let's get him a replacement optics. All right, so in order to make these eggs, right, we need a lot of stem cells. We need 20 stem cells for this. And it takes a while to get that. So I have a batch of 10 stem cells being made from 1 crawler goo and 10 carbon. So we end up getting stem cells from that. Then they have to take those stem cells and put them into this machine. And as soon as they do that, this should start making an egg now, I think. I believe it's got 19. Okay, we need a little bit more. Now this thing's gonna make it quick. I think it's gonna be fine. I want to go ahead and install some extra upgrades there. There we go. And so we'll pop that in there, and we're gonna see 115 kilowatts here. Let's go ahead and add another efficiency upgrade to this. I want to see that run. In the meantime, I've come back over here to Pi Zeta, and I'm ready to pick up my gold deposit stuff here. So the gold deposit, we got 1180. We're just going to go ahead and retrieve our miner. And then we'll take off. Now you might be thinking, like, why do I have so many miners, right? I mean, my answer is why not? But once I find a good system, right? Once we find like a good solid place for these guys to colonize, we're going to need a lot of resources. And at that point, I have a more permanent system that I'm going to keep coming back to. We should get an FTL drive, which will allow me to go more specifically to where I want to go. And at that point, then I can have these miners can all be like permanently located in places, or at least far more permanently located in places. Okay, so we made an egg. I don't know, like, do you just, if you dispose of the egg right away, do you get the shells? That's what I want to know. And I don't know. Maybe I could try it first. If it hatches, then we definitely get the shells, but then we also potentially have to fight crawlers, which is what I was trying to avoid. I don't want to have to fight crawlers. And maybe I should put this on the outside just so the crawlers can't destroy it. Because that'll probably be what happens is they'll probably destroy the thing. I don't know, maybe not. We'll see. Do you have a gun? You got a handgun. Can you equip instead? No, we don't have any more. Okay, fine. Go ahead and equip the gun then, whatever. Pistols it is. I don't think Photon can equip a gun, but if I gave you like a manipulator, if I gave you like a different appendage, could you wield a gun then? I know you're just a carrier bot, but I'm looking to get you a gun, you know? All right, so I think we've got another egg here to take out. So there's now going to be 2 eggs here. But this is what we needed to do, right? Now let's relocate this one back in here. I think this is what just needed to happen. There we go. Separate them a little bit here. I don't know if that matters. It's probably not going to matter, but I just want it in the back. And then we have a radar asteroid proximity warning. We'll be here in 4 hours. Well, we are moving, so we got everything we needed from there. So let's go ahead and exit the planet. It's fine. And now there's a fire. It has been Tex? Oh, it's a blue fire. Okay. This is a fire that has a fuel source, like a chemical fire of some kind. Now, we do have the fire, but we do have the water cannon that's going to shoot it. So that might just be fine. But that is a fire where if you take the oxygen out of the room, it still continues to burn until its fuel source is gone. I don't know exactly what its fuel source is, but it messed Tex up. he's kind of messed up. We're gonna have to rescue him. And his handgun, maybe his handgun went off. I don't know, but we're gonna rescue him. I think he'll be fine. We avoided the asteroid problem, so that's good. And I love these fire suppressors. Oh, they're so good. I don't think I like this part though. I actually think I want to move this somewhere else. This operation needs to be moved. Maybe we'll put it in here. You know, let's do this really quick since I can. We're gonna go just like this. This is the proposed design for this area. Okay, all the way down like so. And then we just, I was gonna, you know, do it again just to give it that double layer. But I don't know. Maybe we'll go bigger and we'll make this. I mean, I was gonna make armored walls too, but I think I don't really care as much about the armored walls right now. So just do that, and then you might as well you can get it going on this side too, I guess. Yeah, just go like this all the way over like so. Now this is going to be a problem. And I think I'm going to go ahead and do this instead. Yeah. Let's do that instead. And then we can disassemble this. Now, if I do that instead, it's not going to match the other side. So I may want to change this while I still can. So maybe we do... is it from there? Yeah. So we get rid of this and we just make this here instead. Because this could be a place where we mount another gun is what I'm thinking. I could even mount it this direction. It should be fine, but looking this direction is what I was going for. But I think I am going to I'm going to make it go this way. Yeah. And that way it can, we can still keep shooting. So extra guns facing this direction, and it will cover that whole area, including this area right here. So we'll do this, and then I think we want to, at that point, I got to figure out what actually happens when these eggs hatch. I'm hoping it's just goo. So far, it's just goo. I'm good with goo. We definitely want goo. Goo is fine, but if it hatches a crawler, that's the part where it's like, we need to go in there and kill it with fire, right? So that's kind of why I want it to be locked up in here. And I think putting this machine in here, the reason to do that is just in case my bots don't get to hauling it into this area, relocating it, at least it's still locked up. So the worst thing they can do is the crawler hatches and it breaks this thing, like whatever. Maybe it breaks this thing, which would be sad. But, if it breaks this thing, then whatever. We'll hook it up to something else. We'll get it connected to something else. We've got connections here, so it's not that big of a deal if it breaks that thing. And then you are going to... Too far? Oh, nice. And then this one over here is right next to it. There we go. So those guns will start charging up now. They're ready to rock. This area is pitch black. That's okay. Because it's completely closed in now, we can go ahead and make a door right there. That'll be a door to that area. And then on this side, I haven't really decided where the door is going to be, but I think I want to... Yeah, that. Oh my God, there's so many of them. Look at that. There's a lot of crawlers in this one. Yeah? That's what I was afraid of. So, they can survive in space. So that part doesn't matter. So the real thing that matters here is I think we need to let them... Yeah, the egg thing that's a challenge. It's almost like we need to make the eggs out here, right? Or like make the egg out here, do the cloning here, bring the egg out here. It's a manual process, but they can spawn actual crawlers, which is a problem because they're all enemies. So, okay, well, here's what we'll do. Operator, Quark Hack, and Spios. We're going to control you three. Because I think you guys are, the strongest ones. Maybe Dumbo Dog's got a handgun. Driver's got an energy rifle. We'll bring you out here too. All right. So let's bring you guys out here. Now, the one thing I should have done, right, is if I left this floor open, I could have went ahead and closed just this side. That would have trapped them in here. And we could have opened the door and shot them from a distance. So this is like a learning experience, like how to go about doing this the most effectively. And I still think maybe the most effective way to do it, I mean, they are in here. Do they just die if they don't feed? A lot of little legs, intestines, small heart, but like, what if they don't feed? Is there any way to just, I don't know. Is there any way we can just keep them in here and that's it? Maybe they'll lay additional eggs for me. We can make our own little crawler farm. I don't think that'll work. Now, Mustafa's going to open this door like a dummy. Yeah, if you're going to open the door, you better be ready to fight. That's all I'm going to say. Tex, you dumb shit. And they're like, hey, I got to give protein in here. Wait, are you? No, you're gonna get fight. That's what I thought. I was like, wait a minute, is this actually a crawler farm? Like, are we raising our own crawlers right now? No, they're gonna fight us, of course. All right, let's leave. Oh, screw it. Just get in there and fight, man. Get in there. Get in there and shoot him. Shoot him. I don't know about you, Mustafa. You can hang back, dude. Hey, Mustafa, you can hang back, bro. All right, let the bots do this. It's fine. All right, you're good. Just hang back here, please. Clankers, you too. Just hang back. Can we just shoot them? You don't have to go in there, you silly bitches. Here's what I want. Okay, this is what we're gonna do. Combat all of you guys. Carrier drones, okay? We are no longer in a position where carrier drones need to be fighting. All right, you don't need to be fighting anymore. You're weak, you get hurt, you get damaged, you cost me resources. We're no longer in that kind of position. You're damaged still. So go and get out of here, okay? Flee from battle, let the Orbitrons take care of it. Let the bots take care of it. They're super strong. They're the ultimate. Okay, these guys are the alphas. And then this egg right here, we're gonna relocate that to be out here. And not even there. I don't even think that's a good spot for it, to be honest. Like that spot is, you know, it's gonna cause me to have to like fix. I don't want to fix the ground anymore, you know. So I think instead what we'll do is we'll cancel this task. Let's instead do it this way. The egg gets relocated to here. That way, if we do shoot it, it's not gonna ruin my ship too, right? So we'll move it there. All right, all the crawlers seem to be dead. Except this one. This one needs to be euthanized. But other than that, or we butcher it. I don't know, it's the same thing, right? Butcher this, fine. All right, so let's take our workers. You're released. And colonists are released. Okay, everybody's released. Now, Tex, I need you to euthanize this one because it's going to wake up. All right. All right. All right. We're going to get to the bottom of this, man. So they absolutely can hatch crawlers, and we want to make sure that this is moving. Apparently, they're not doing it. Oh, there was 2 eggs there. See? So, like, there's a lot of eggs happening right here. Let's put you here, and let's make this really fast. So I'm thinking now what I want to do is I want to move this cloning pod. I think I want to relocate it to kind of just be here. And then when an egg hatches, it'll be, yeah, let's put it like here, I guess. Man, ideally it'd be on this side though, right? So that the crawlers would get spiked. That would be the better way to do it, wouldn't it? I'm going to put it here for now. I don't know if that'll matter, but we're going to put it there for now. If nothing else, they shoot it, they blow up my bridge, I have to rebuild it, but for now, we're just going to do that. Can we get somebody to do this, please? This is a level 5 priority. It's going to hatch again. I'd like someone to do it. There you go, Vault, thank you. Get that going, please. All right, and then all of these crawlers, we just dispose of. And we maybe get goo from it or whatever. But now when these things hatch, if they hatch hostile, they get exploded. That's what we really needed to have happen. All right, let's see what happens with this one. If it's just goo, then we bring it in, like we haul it. Yeah, boom, done. Great success. Yes, this is good. Very nice. I love that shit. Oh, all those crawlers are destroyed. Yes. Oh my gosh, so good, man. That felt great. I was just saying, that's awesome. We get to dispose of all of those. Now, the one thing I don't know is whether or not I actually get the eggshells for that, though. See, I don't know, because I need the whole point is to get those eggshells. So I don't know whether or not we really need the eggs, like whether or not we're getting eggshells for that. Like, if they get exploded, does it destroy the eggshells too? I don't know. Something to think about, I guess. I currently have four alien dadoids, right? And I remind you, why are we doing this? Why are we doing this? It's because I need quantum research to get to progress. And these shells are just so, I don't know. I don't know what the right way to get them is. If you know what the right way to get them is, maybe leave me a comment down below and let me know what you think the right way to go about getting them is. We're going to travel to the star. Nope, no, we're not. We're going to travel outside the system. That's what we're going to do. We're going to travel out of the system, onwards to the next system. And this egg, oh, right, we just pushed into this egg, so now it'll hatch. Now it's going to hatch right on top of us. Well, it'll get blown up, and then my system will get blown up. We don't want that. So let's, we'll just set it over here for now. That way it does get blown up on this platform. So at least it's on the ship, but it's like definitely away from us now. And then this egg is going to pop out. Done. We have another egg sitting right there. And we can go ahead and put that maybe on the edge. Let's put it like right here. Right over here on the outside edge here. And then that way when we move forward, it's going to run it. We're going to run into it and it'll still be with us. Okay. I need another system to go to. And so Sendai system is done. We can go to the Corvin system. Try the Corvin system out and see what we find there. And then meanwhile, our eggs be hatching. All right, I'm going to try something different here. Now, I think I had the right idea initially with having a special floor. But I don't really think I want the opening one, right? Because then we lose the stuff that's on that tile. Instead, we're going to make the trap floors. So we have the trap floor out here, and I've got my eggs that have yet to hatch. They're sitting out here. When they spawn crawlers, they're going to have to crawl across this floor in order to get to us. I've also got 3 bots out here that have energy rifles just kind of chilling, ready to shoot them when they show up. But we're going to redo this idea with having the spike floors in here instead. So what we'll end up doing is we'll make an egg, which is about to pop over here anyway. If the crawlers spawn, they'll be walking around on this floor and they'll just be constantly taking damage until they all die. Then we'll swoop in, pick up all the remnants, and off we go, right? And I think that's going to be a better solution to this whole thing. Now, what I probably should have done is moved this machine to the back of the room instead, but that's okay. I want to be able to load it and have it go through the door and all that stuff. Yes, okay, this. So the crawlers are hatching over here. Now they're gonna have to walk across this floor. What I've done is I've taken the turrets offline because I don't want them shooting this. I've tested this too. Maybe it was just a fluke, I don't know, but it does seem to happen that when these things blast to this group, it like obliterates the eggshell and I don't get the shells. So yeah, so now they're gonna come across here. Right now, these guys should be shooting. There we go. Shoot. Okay. You guys should have been shooting, but see, most of them are gonna die on these spikes, which is great, right? And then we, end up shooting them, and I can actually go ahead and release here because they'll fight anyway. And so now they'll go ahead and attack these crawlers. Now maybe the crawlers will go after my guns, but now Deep's gonna come on in here. Yeah, so they end up dying on the spikes, right? A lot of them are gonna die on those spikes. So that's what we're gonna do in here instead now. We're gonna have this room be just this big old spike trap room, and all the eggs, when they hatch, they'll just walk around and die on the spikes without us having to do anything with them. I think that's a great plan because they die pretty quickly, and you don't have to deal with them all that much when they're out here like this. So yeah, now I do need some of my bots to come over here and finish them off. So I need like euthanizations happening right here, because if you just let them stay alive, that's a problem. We don't want that to happen. So Cork Hack, please finish the job. No, thank you. And then we have to kind of do this one at a time. Now I could do dispose. That's something, or butcher. I could do that. But what happens there is they'll take them to the nutrient paste, I keep saying paste, the nutrient extractor, which I've moved in here now because it generates heat and it was actually making this area really warm. So, because we're running it a lot now with these eggs. So I've moved it in here where all the coolers are and stuff. And I think that's probably So far, that's proving to be a very good idea. Also, it feels like maybe there's a leak somewhere because this is very cold. So we may have a leak somewhere. I'm not sure where that would be, but I just feel like it shouldn't be 45 degrees in here. Maybe I don't have enough. You know what it might be? I don't have any heaters running in here anymore, right? And also, the furnaces are no longer running because we've reached our production limits. So that's what it is. I know some of you were like, you have heaters on. You have heaters in this room. The heaters don't just heat the room. What they do is they bring it up to temperature. If it's already exceeding the temperature they have set, they're not doing anything. And so I removed them because we've been running them and I don't need them in here, but I actually do need them in here if I want to have the temperature stay good, you know? So I'm going to have to bring them back. And I think just to help me save floor space, I will put them into the floor. So we'll put one here. We'll put one over here. And we'll put one over here. And that's just going to help keep the temperature kind of leveled out in there because it's starting to get real cold. Like we're almost freezing in there, and I don't want to do that. Because once you reach your production limit, right? Now some of these crawlers, right, anyway, what's going to happen is they're going to bring them over here to the nutrient extractor, but this thing has a limit. It can only hold 5 at a time or something. So if I have like 10 of these guys and I bring them over here, they're going to be sitting here incapacitated but not dead. And that means when they wake up and they decide to come back after us, they're no longer in the trap. So now when they get in here, I'll probably just let them stay in here until they die. So even if they're incapacitated, they'll just stay there until they're actually dead. But you know, we're gonna bring one of my guys over here. Operator, can you come over here and do this? Just gonna have my bots get over here and do these things. Thank you. And then another one right here. There. So if I do euthanize, then they're actually dead, and they'll sit out here, but at least they're not going to come back. To where if I do butcher, then they'll bring an incapacitated one over to the nutrient extractor, and then that thing can still wake up, and I don't want it to wake up. There's another one here. I just can't click it. All right, you know what? Here, we'll try this. Butcher those. Maybe they'll bring one. Yeah, they bring the red name one over. That's what I need them to do. Pop it in there. Now, probably what I need is like 3 or 4 of these things, right? And so I can set that up over here too. Since we have the cell, we're going to have them over here. We'll probably set up a nutrient extraction area over here too. That seems like a better fit. And then this one here is supposed to be making me my stem cells. Yeah, there we go. Stem cells right there. Good. All efficiency upgrades are in there. All right, very good. And then you are going to be there, 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 there. And here. Yep, there we go. Okay, I think I got the floor all done. The one right next to the door is not, just so our guys can get through just fine. And then there's a light in the middle. But everything else about this room is going to stay this way. Now, this egg can get relocated into the back corner of this room. And then all of these can be disposed of. And then we'll have room at that point for the next one. Yeah. Cool. It looks like this one turned into paste too, so that's great. So we got the goo. So we should have, I believe we have the stuff now. Nuclear datoids is what I was short on. So I actually did get the eggshells and everything. So let's take a look. Quantum research, now completed. Feels good, man. Quantum data harvester is the next thing I can have. And that's needs the dark matter and everything. So we'll go into computing, quantum data harvester. Ooh, fancy. And I'm going to put this, I think I'm going to put this right here. Move on over, advanced data harvester. There's a new sheriff in town on that side because I want to see it over on this side. All right. So this one is going to go here. Yep. Place it right there. Hook this up. Egg hatch something. Okay. Now, eggs hatched here. Now, let's watch this happen. 2 of them are already dead. And they're just going to keep taking damage now. Now, we don't need you to go in there deep. What do I got to do to, like... Oh, you're hauling to storage unit. You're going in there to haul things. Why don't you just stand there in the door instead, okay? And we could maybe just lock the door. I mean, I don't know. Like, we could just lock the door. All right, then you can't go in there. There's no reason to go in there. It's fine. Everything's just going to work all by itself, okay? Look. Maybe this crawler, this single crawler right here got to safety. But he's not breaking down the door yet. But all the rest of them are incapacitated, which is exactly the way this is supposed to... Yeah, now he's dead. You see? This is way better. I like this a lot more. Okay, so this... Could turn these on. Go ahead and turn my guns back on so they don't blast the rest of my ship. There we go. All right, so they can go ahead and charge up now. And then all these crawlers right here. Well, especially this one, specifically this one. Yeah, this one's incapacitated. I need you to... Yeah, butcher, please. Somebody come out and actually bring that to the nutrient extractor. And then all of these get disposed of. Now, these things will probably wake up. Right? I mean, probably will. There's an eggshell right there. So why don't we go ahead and unlock this now, I guess. I think they'll probably come in here and grab the eggshells now. But they're not going to grab the crawlers. It's important that they don't grab the crawlers. Just leave the crawlers in there. You silly. Okay, well, it's important to make sure we have a nice, clean, hygienic environment. I understand. Jacques, I said no cleaning. All right, anyway. I think I'm good with this episode. This video has been fun so far. So we have a new solution for our jail cell, which I think is far superior to anything I've had so far. I'm sure there are some tips that some of you guys might be able to give me on how to make this better. I'm expanding out into this area. We're going to start getting some lights in here, get that running. And then I've got some signals and some unknowns and stuff around here. But for the most part, what I'm really just looking for is gold. And we have gold over here. So we're going to be traveling over here to get the gold. And maybe some platinum and stuff. I'll probably hang out there while I farm this stuff. And then now the Void Ripper is ready to go again. And now the Quantum Data Harvester is online. And that is going to let me make quantum datoids. There it is. And of course, we are going to want energy efficiency upgrades in these things to max this thing out so it's as efficient as possible. Okay. Thanks for watching, everybody. I appreciate you. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.